Welcome to Ever After, Once Upon a Time podcast, Season 1, Episode 7, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And Rob Southgate.
What'd you think?
I loved it!
Oh, me too.
This was different. Very, very different episode.
You don't really remember any of it. And the last one, you didn't... we saw it twice, but you didn't remember...
It was like I was seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And it actually was the first time I was seeing it. So the whole time leading up to this, we've been speculating about who the sheriff is.
Uh-huh.
And, well, Mom didn't remember, and I didn't know.
And I knew.
But I didn't think it was Peter Pan. So this was good, though. I did not foresee that he was the huntsman from Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good how that played out.
What was really different about this episode is that in the other episodes, it was always just Henry having this fantasy, and people didn't really have memories. We got to see what was going on in the other world, but they never crossed over.
Well, we knew that the Queen knew,
well, of course,
but we didn't see it being acknowledged or that it was really there.
Yeah.
And so the fact that this whole episode was one of them getting their memory back and actually being able to remember it all.
Well, it was bleeding
shocking.
Through. And I liked how it kind of worked through the cracks. It wasn't just like, boom, this is what happened. It was slowly coming back to it. Do you remember what started it? Why he started to have that memory?
He started to have it because he kissed Emma.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And why did that make him start to remember it?
Because he didn't feel anything.
Right.
He had to feel something.
But why was it that when he kissed her that
he kissed other people and he didn't remember? Why did he remember after kissing Emma?
Because he's in love with Emma.
Well, right, but it was more than that. Henry told him what it was.
Do you remember how Henry explained it?
He owes her his life, right?
No?
Oh, I know it, yes.
Because Emma is Snow White's daughter.
Right. Well, she owes him her life.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wouldn't have existed if he hadn't saved Snow White. Spoiler, he saved Snow White.
Well, everybody knows that.
What?
Yeah.
So, in the beginning, he was shooting darts at a picture of Bambi.
No, you say it was Bambi. It was a deer.
It was just a regular deer. And then
it was Bambi's mother, because who doesn't want to kill Bambi's mother?
I don't think women deer have antlers.
Oh, it had antlers?
Yeah, it had the big stab.
How do you know they weren't fake like Mickey Mouse ears?
It was Bambi.
Mickey Mouse ears are real.
Oh, they are? Well, yours are, but that's because we played with your soft head.
Hey! If you had a soft head, I
formed them into antlers.
I'd make you have giant antlers.
Why didn't we think of that when you were a baby?
No, we would have made him into Mickey Mouse ears.
We could have done some cool stuff with your head when it was soft.
Oh, boy, that was a missed opportunity.
It was. If only we could go back.
Okay.
But Emma was avoiding him, the sheriff, because of his relationship with the mayor. She was really disgusted and grossed out. And so, what does he do to Emma?
Kisses her.
And
I think we've covered that.
And that's when he gets the memory. But he sees a wolf. What was interesting about the wolf?
One dark eye, one black eye, and one red one.
Okay, so when I saw that, I thought it was going to be the big bad wolf, and that the reason we were seeing the red eye wasn't a red eye, that we were seeing Red Riding Hood's cloak reflected in it. But I was totally wrong. It was just a special wolf that had one red eye and one dark eye.
And he's a good wolf.
Yeah.
He's the little good wolf as opposed to the big bad wolf.
Yeah, I'm going to look around for wolves that have one red eye.
Yeah, I don't think you want to look for wolves.
I don't think
wolves
so.
eat people.
Yeah, what about ones with one red eye?
Well, if you find this magic wolf, then I think you're okay. But otherwise...
What if I see a wolf that has two red eyes?
Run.
So I thought the one scene
I
was...
knew that, but I just
Right.
didn't.
I thought the one scene was funny with Mary Margaret and Emma when they're at Mary Margaret's apartment, and she says that she kind of outs Emma about having feelings for Graham, for the sheriff.
Uh-huh.
Right. And Emma's just denying it all over the place. Oh, I don't have any feelings for him.
Oh, yes, she does.
And then she goes, I would say throwing those flowers away means you might have a few feelings.
She called it flower rage or something. What did she call it?
Flower rage.
It was funny. She called
Instead
it
of flower power. That's
flower abuse.
Flower abuse.
Flower abuse. That's what she said.
I like flower rage, though, because she did have a little flower rage.
She did.
I get that against hippies.
What do you think Mr. Gold was doing in the woods? There's no way he was just gardening.
He said he was gardening. What was he gardening? He didn't like walk away with a plant that he dug up there. And why would you be out there in the woods planting
in a suit.
something?
He had
right. What was he doing?
What do you think he was doing?
I don't know.
Do you think we'll ever find out?
I bet we will.
I think I know what he was doing.
What do you think he was doing?
I think he was trying to find his heart.
Trying to find the huntsman's heart? You know what? That might be true. He also might have been trying to find where the queen has that secret passageway. He might have been digging around in the graveyard for that.
He might have been looking around for the wolf.
But why would he have a shovel?
He can whack it and then he can bury it.
I'm going to whack the wolf. That makes no sense.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I'd whack. It's all in one. You wouldn't need to carry two things then. You wouldn't have to have a weapon and the shovel.
Serves multi-purposes.
It's good for two reasons. You can whack the wolf.
It's a wolf whacker and a grave digger. It's furniture.
No, that's not logical.
It's floor polish and it's whipped topping. It's good for two things.
Okay, that makes mine made sense.
That was a thing on Saturday Night
Oh.
Live. That was an old one. Dan Aykroyd did that. It's furniture polish and a dessert topping.
Mm-hmm.
See? Actually, it was floor polish. But.
So we find out the huntsman was...
Oh, gross. A dessert topping? I would not eat that dessert.
No.
I
think that's hard to believe. I think you'd eat just about any dessert.
I would, so I would take... I was about to say that I would take off the polish and eat the dessert.
Right.
Ew. Okay.
Wait. I want to say something because Mr. Gold...
I don't want to hear a word you have to say.
Mr. Gold had a great line in here. This was what... You guys have all these favorite lines from this episode. This episode was loaded with good lines.
Uh-huh.
But this one was one of my favorites because... it wasn't that it wasn't as clever a line, but it was a really telling line. Just like when he says that all magic comes with a price, he also said, dreams are memories of another life.
Uh-huh.
So when he said that, he was like, oh, that's what some people say, but you know that he knows that's the truth. That he knows that like he's already having these dreams.
No, he knows. He's working with her.
Thinking, I don't know if he's working with her.
Oh,
I think
he
that
knows.
he got his memories back, and that's why he's who he is. You
I
think
don't
that it's from
agree.
the beginning?
I absolutely believe they're in cahoots.
But
and
why
I
would
like
she
that
bring
word.
him back that way? Why would she risk having anybody know? I think that he gained his memories. She knows he gained his memories, and that's why they're in cahoots. But he was out in that graveyard trying to find her secrets. That's what I think.
All right.
Because if he finds that vault that she has all that stuff in, he's in control.
Well, we'll see.
That's what I think.
Fine, you can think it.
I can.
And I cannot think it.
Okay.
The huntsman was raised by wolves.
Uh-huh.
And so the queen offers him a position as her royal huntsman, and she agrees to protect the wolves in the kingdom.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So,
that's his one condition.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
He's not really into people. Not much of a people person. He likes those wolves.
He likes women a lot.
Well, he does, but he wasn't, at that point, he was more concerned with the wolves.
There's another scene
he said they were his family.
Right.
Okay, you want to know what? I'm jumping ahead, but I think this was one of my favorite lines.
Okay, do it.
When Henry says to the sheriff,
can I set the scene up first so people know what you're talking about? Graham goes to the mayor's house, and Henry opens the door, and he says, "Oh, my mom's not home." And Graham says, "I was coming to ask you a question." And he said, "About your book." And Henry said, "Yeah." And he says, "Am I in it?"
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought he was checking to see if it was to do with the library.
So they go upstairs, and they're looking through the book, and he explains how...
Dad, wait. Let me explain to Dad how it wouldn't be due at the library.
Do tell.
He doesn't... Well, his teacher gave it to him. Snow White.
Enough said.
It's not due.
Okay. Enough said.
He owns it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he owns it. I was just making fun. Having a little funny there.
You were?
Okay, go ahead, Martha.
So they're having their conversation about this and how he started to get his memories back, and then what? Go ahead. What did Henry?
Sheriff Graham said to Henry, "Well, then when I started to have my memories when I kissed your mom," and then Henry's said, "You kissed my mom?"
Right.
Because he had
Gross.
kissed Emma. He said, well, little did he know, he's kissed both his moms.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh. But he said...
Hey, Molly, I kissed your mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm your dad. I guess that makes sense.
Okay. It's a family show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So-
we're a family.
Uh-huh.
That was nuts.
Yes.
You're nuts.
Yep.
All right, now I'm all thrown off. So, okay. Let's talk about when Sheriff Graham goes to see Mary Margaret in her classroom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought this was really fascinating. Because this is really the first time anyone has realized that they don't have memories of how they've met.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
So
really
he
cool.
says to her, "How long have we known each other?" And she says, "Oh, I don't know, a long time." And he says, "How did we meet?" And she has no memory.
Right.
Think about people in your life. You know exactly where you met them,
Uh-huh.
or how, or
Mm-hmm.
how
Right.
you are.
Well, and he says, I can't think of how I've met anybody. Other than, I'm sure he remembers how I met Emma because she's new, but no one else is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, very interesting.
So
Dr.
interesting.
Jones.
So we'll see how that
Really?
plays out, because now, even if Graham isn't around, Mary Margaret now
Right.
has the seed planted, and
Like
she's
I said,
going to
these are the
start
little
looking.
cracks that are going in here, and they're starting to
Uh-huh.
bleed through.
Uh-huh.
Because, and the other thing is with her, she's heard Henry's stories for how long now? And she's not believing them, and, this keeps coming up. Well, now all of a sudden, here's someone else bringing it up. And it's going to get her thinking about this. Because this is a completely separate thing. And he didn't walk in and say, Henry's got this book. He just started talking about these memories and about this. This is going to start unraveling for the Queen.
Because he doesn't know about the book yet.
Right. Well, had he gone to Henry's already?
No.
At this point? Oh, okay. So we're out of sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
just jumping around.
That's all right.
Really
So-
out of sequence.
Oh, you settle down.
So when when Graham leaves Henry's house, he runs into Emma, and Emma says something about how, everyone in town is talking about the fact that you need some help. You're having a
Right.
bad day.
Well, and she's like, yeah, this is not real, and she just isn't buying
Well,
it. Although, she's seen a few things.
But
She's
wait.
kind of like Scully on the X-Files. She's seen a few things, but she's still denying?
Second favorite line. He says, "I'm fine." She says, "You're not fine. You just went to see a 10-year-old for help."
Second favorite line.
Yeah. And so then at that point, Emma sees the wolf,
Right.
and they follow it to the vault.
Yeah.
And somehow the mayor knew just when to show
Right.
up.
And she shows up with the flowers. You remember what she says?
She says, "I'm bringing my usual." Did she say Sunday?
I don't know what day.
I'm bringing my usual whatever day flowers.
Right, to her dad.
Mhm.
Now, that was something I didn't catch. Did you guys realize that vault, the mausoleum that they were at, was her dad?
No.
Yeah.
Not until after.
Okay, because after, when she's in there alone and she
I
looks at
didn't-
the name,
I didn't realize it was her dad until she was and said that, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's.
oh,
where
see,
her
I still
dad
didn't
was.
realize it. I thought she was just there. But when I realized it was when they showed the name on the
Henry Mills.
Yeah, on the casket, it was Henry Mills, and I went, oh, that's why Henry is named Henry.
Yeah, they explained that in the beginning.
Did they?
First episode.
Well, that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things have happened since then.
Yeah.
I thought this was interesting. They said in Fairy Tale Land, the huntsman asks the queen why he hates Snow White, why she hates Snow White so much. What did she do to you? And she said that she shared a secret with Snow White, and Snow White couldn't keep it.
Yeah, what was that?
So what do you think?
I don't know.
You know they're going to tell us that at some point, what that is, why she hates her so much.
Mm-hmm.
In the story, it was always that she thought she was so beautiful, and Snow turned out to be more beautiful, and that's why she was having her killed. But this is beyond that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Snow White understands. I don't think that whatever this secret is has anything to do with Snow White. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And then the scene at the vault when Emma and the mayor and Graham are all having a little love triangle spat.
But not one that Emma wants to be part of.
No,
She
Emma
keeps
doesn't
saying,
want anything to do with it.
I'm not in this. This is between you guys.
And she says, the mayor says, you have tried to take my son, you've tried to take Graham, and she said, no, these people all came to me.
Right, maybe it's you.
Why don't you look at yourself and try to figure out why everyone is running away from you? And the mayor hits her in the face.
Well, actually, she has a good line. She says, why don't you take a good hard look in a mirror?
Oh, yeah.
Which is a perfect line to say to the queen.
For the queen.
Yeah.
So she sacks Emma one, and then Emma hits her, and then Emma just looks at her and says, you're not worth it, and walks away. Ouch.
Yeah.
And then Graham goes with her.
She keeps attacking her, then Graham is trying to pull her away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would rather Emma hurt her.
Now then we do see the flashbacks here, and we see how the huntsman didn't kill Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that played out really well. That was interesting to see all that, and it was the
what
classic
did he bring
story.
her instead?
Huh?
What did Graham? What did the huntsman bring the queen
instead of Snow White's heart?
A stag's heart.
Right.
And then she finds
what is a stag?
The Bambi's dad.
Yeah. Bambi's dad.
A big male deer.
Oh, poor Bambi. His mother and father are killed now.
Yeah, where you go, Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
So what? So she finds that. She knows. And so what does she do to the huntsman then?
She rips his heart out.
Yeah, it's like in Indiana Jones.
And I kept closing my eyes because I thought it would be so gross, but it's not too gross.
No, it is in Indiana Jones though. This guy rips.
Don't tell me! Don't tell me!
Out of Indiana Jones. Yeah. But he doesn't do it. Indiana Jones lives.
I was saying don't tell me because I don't want to hear the sloshy noise.
The sloshy noise. Oh, it's in Indiana Jones though. Just like that.
It doesn't sound anything like that.
Then it pops out.
So what happens at the end? They're in the sheriff's office.
Well, Indiana Jones comes back to... Oh, we're talking about...
They're in the sheriff's office kissing.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like?
Happens? And what happens? We're going to pretend he's not here.
Okay, the evil queen takes his heart.
But it's not. It's the mayor.
Right.
The mayor.
Where does she go? She goes in the vault.
Yeah, she goes in the vault. There's the stairs.
Place.
Under her dad's casket.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes in there, and there are all those boxes.
Yeah, full of hearts.
Yeah.
I know that. She should be called the Queen of Hearts because she has a collection of hearts.
Oh.
Maybe she's the Queen of Hearts.
Could be.
No.
Shut up. Did you just discover something?
Could be. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. So she pulls out that heart that she had taken from the huntsman, and she squeezes it into dust.
Yeah, and then the huntsman.
Do you think? Well, no. It's Graham. Do you think he's really gone now?
Do you think he's really dead?
He's not coming back?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad. I like Graham. I'm disappointed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm very disappointed.
So the other thing that happens just before that we skipped over is when he's kissing Emma, he gets that flash again, and now he sees everything. He sees the wolf. He sees him trying to kill Snow or stopping himself. He sees the queen, and he says, I saw it all. And then she squeezes the heart, and that's when this happens. So maybe he does have to be dead in order for the story to keep going.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, he's going to go, I know everything, and he's going to look like either a lunatic or everything unravels right there.
Yeah.
So that was pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. End of Graham. Now, I loved the castle when they showed where the queen was when after her dad had died. That castle was so cool. Now, do you think that's her castle, or do you think that's just like the mausoleum for the dad? What do you think?
What do you mean?
Well, is that actually her castle that we saw, or is that just where she buried her dad?
That's just where she buried her dad.
Really? Because I don't remember seeing her castle before, but that was a pretty elaborate, spiky castle. So we'll have to see. I wonder if we'll see it again. Because it was really weird. It was just the casket was in the middle of it at kind of the spike, and it didn't look like a castle necessarily. It looked like it might be like a shrine of some sort.
What's a shrine?
There are these guys that drive funny cars and have fezzes on. No, those are Shriners! You see them in parades. No, a shrine is like where you would put an idol or you would put a casket and everyone would go there to either worship it or, in this case, to pay their respects. So that's what that is. When I have a shrine, I want a funny little car and a fez on.
It's kind of like an altar.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. All right. Were there any other things you guys wanted to talk about with this one? No? Just excited for the next episode?
I'm trying to... There were a couple of observations that you made, Mel. The one you said that the huntsman and Graham had the same scarf on?
Yeah.
Or something. What was the other thing?
Well, the other one that Molly said was when they
what
were
did
reading,
the letter say?
Yeah, that when Snow White was writing the letter to the queen,
I said...
and you said...
I would send that letter to the queen. You're a hag.
Right.
What? She is.
So on that note, you're a hag.
So when she's a teenager and she's having to, write me letters or things.
Just remember, you're a hag.
Telling me that she,
I am so angry.
Angry with
Why
me.
did you make me podcast? Right?
You're not a hag.
Oh,
not yet.
That's so nice.
When you're a teenager.
Why?
All right. Let's end this thing, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. This was so fun. I cannot wait for the next episode. It's going to be so fun.
Me too.
You can catch all the past episodes on our website, which is at
www.southgatemediagroup.com. And I might have done too many W's.
No, you got it just right that time.
Good.
And we also on there talk about the other part of this, which is Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. But going forward, we're going to split that off. So we're going to have a few more shows on this same feed that have Wonderland. But then in a couple of weeks, you'll be able to subscribe to both Ever After in Wonderland and Ever After the Once Upon a Time podcast. So we're just getting so many shows built up there that we want to try to split it and make it easier for people that are to organize those. You can follow us on Twitter at rsouthgate, that's mine, or at SMG Pods, which is our new one for the Southgate Media Group. And also follow us on Facebook and go to iTunes and give us lots of likes and lots of stars and positive reviews. It helps us, and it also helps other fans of Once Upon a Time find this show. And it helps Molly out. Right, Molly?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I would say that's it. Forever After, I'm Rob Southgate.
I'm Martha Southgate.
I'm Molly Southgate.
Let's end this like every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The end.
If you would like to donate to help pay for this and other Southgate Media Group podcasts, simply go to our website, southgatemediagroup.com, and click on the donate button. It can be as little as $1 or, well, as much as you want. Help keep this fun going by supporting this and our other shows. Thanks again for listening, everyone. You're the best fans in the world.